Are you an insurance agent that wants to know what not to do with leads so that you're not led on a wild goose chase, just blowing your money to the left and to the right of you? And you're like, something ain't right here. What am I doing that I should not be doing? Well, this video is for you. The 3 things that you never, and I mean never, do with insurance leads. I'm going to give it to you today. So my name's Jason. I'm your friend in the business, and I do recruit and partner with just powerful insurance agents. We work together in my national agency here at jasonfinalexpense.com. Free resources for your taking, and I appreciate you joining with me today. So if you got pen and paper ready, we're going to be putting it down today so that you can make the wealth. And to make a way in this industry, you really need to know what not to say with your insurance leads. It's so important if you want to make the wealth. Tip number 1, if you're taking notes, under no circumstances are you ever to say, "Hi, how are you today?" It is never good. You're creating walls in between you and the consumer when you're trying to make the wealth. This is like an excited puppy piddling on itself with insecurity. We cannot do this with our prospects. It is so important to never, and I mean never, start the call off in a caustic way. I know it doesn't sound caustic, but this is what it's creating: barriers and walls between you and the consumer. You call somebody that you don't know, "Hi, Joe, how are you today?" They're going to be like thinking in the background, "Who is this? What do you want? What are you trying to sell me?" That's not good, right? And we don't mean to do that. But what comes out of our mouth can cost us tremendous money and tremendous wealth because we didn't do the better way. Don't start off the call, "Hi, Mrs. Johnson, how are you today?" It'll hurt you, my friends. I promise you, it will not put you into a place of profitability. It's just going to cost you a lot of paper learning this the hard way. So the first thing that you never, and I mean never, want to do: "Hi, Mrs. Johnson, how are you today?" It just bleeds insecurity. It'll hurt you every time. Don't do it. It sounds great, but it's creating defense mechanisms that don't need to be there. If you want to win, you've got to remove the walls. And the biggest thing that a lot of brand new insurance agents do with leads that loses them a lot of money is create walls by asking, "Hi, how are you today?" And all the client's thinking is, "What do you want? Why are you trying to get in my wallet? What's this about? Why are you talking to me?" Just don't do it. I promise you, you'll get farther with your leads as a result of this. Tip number 2 is stop doing the second thing that a lot of agents do, and that's pitching the wrong person. You want to lose your balls? I don't. And if you're playing baseball, the last thing you want to do is lose your balls. Nothing's happy when that happens. This is not good. If you're sick and tired of losing money on your leads, it's probably because sometimes you're pitching the wrong person. You're not going to feel right or tight or really take off in this industry if you're focusing on the wrong target. So my point here is, if the lead says Mary, do not pitch John, because John will be like, "What's this about? What are you trying to do?" And you're like, "I'm an insurance agent. I'm here to sell life insurance and Medicare insurance. And wow, so glad. Is Mary here? I'm here to sell her a policy. I'm here." And click is what's going to happen. You're not going to click with the consumer. You're going to lose your balls here. You must pitch to the right person. Doesn't mean you're always going to slam it out of the park, but save what you need to say so that you can pitch this prospect, not the one you're talking to, the right target. Do not take off into your script. Do not do anything but reposition and wait for the right person. Never, and I mean never, pitch the wrong person with whatever your widget is. Medicare insurance, final expense telesales, Medicare Advantage sales. I don't care what your widget is of insurance. Do not touch a lead and take off with talking to the wrong target. You will get hurt. This happens to so many agents, believe it or not. We're just very excited. We're like, "Wow, I've listened to nothing but answering machines and like dial tones. And wow, I get somebody, a human that picks up. Wow, I'm going to tell you everything I got." Don't do it. You paid money for that lead. You will lose money if you lead yourself into that conversation. It's not going to be a conversion right now. Please don't lose your balls. Don't lose your leads. Don't throw, your balls at the wrong target or the wrong person. We've got to acquire the right person that sent that lead in. Don't take the bait. this hurts agents as well. So stop pitching the wrong person, only pitch the right prospect. And now you've got a chance of connecting with that lead and sending, hopefully, this conversation out of the park into a great way with your products. So never pitch the wrong person. You'll lose your balls all day, every day. And then tip number 3 that I'll share with you, and I hope you're liking this content, is don't set appointments. Just don't do it. If you try to set appointments with final expense leads, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Really, you try to set up appointments in this industry, you're setting yourself up for a big fat disappointment. These are amazing prospects, but they will put you off. They will procrastinate like you've never known was even humanly possible. This is kind of like a dog throwing a stick. Okay. And dogs don't throw sticks, by the way. But if you're throwing your stick for your dog, and you ever done the fake stick thing to your dog? I know it's cruel. I've done it before. I'm like, here, go boy, here, boy, go for the stick. And then you got the stick in your hand behind your back, and that dog's like looking everywhere and getting frustrated. Insurance agents do the same thing when you set up appointments, because the consumer's like, oh, here, boy, you want to, yeah, how about we talk tomorrow? Yeah, let's talk tomorrow at 8:00. Yeah, that's great. And it's like you're scheduling yourself for disappointment. You will be talking to Casper the Friendly Ghost. You'll call tomorrow at 8 and nobody's there, but they said they'd be here. And this is just like you with your dog with a stick that's behind your back. This happens to, believe it or not, amazing agents that take the bait. Do not schedule yourself for a disappointment. You're scheduling yourself for a no-show. Casper the Friendly Ghost will be there tomorrow. And I mean nobody but a dial tone. If you can hear that on my phone, you're not going to find tremendous success when you're scheduling no-shows. That is why with final expense clients, it's a one-call close. It's you coming to them by phone or an inbound lead. Give it your best, give it your all about taking care of them. But only as a last resort will you schedule an appointment, because you're scheduling yourself for a tremendous disappointment with these great prospects. They're amazing people. I love serving them. I've done this industry a long time, and we do a lot of business. Our agency here writes millions and millions of dollars in premium. It's just amazing what we all do as a work family, but we do not set appointments. We don't pitch the wrong person, and we sure don't start off at any point. Hi, how are you today? It bleeds in security tip number 1 by getting into a position where we're saying, hi, how are you today? We just don't do that. We know better. Tip number 2, we do not pitch the wrong person, because you're going to lose money on your leads. And leads are the lifeblood of this industry. I don't want you to get hurt. I want you to get into a place where you're happy, that you enjoy this very simple business. Yes, but it's not easy. This is why having a good work family is so foundational to your success. But tip number 3, do not set appointments. You're going to get really excited, just like my dog when I throw a fake stick. You're going to run around, yay! And then after a while, you're like, hey, there's no stick here. And if you want to stick and stay in this industry, don't follow the stick. You've got to just keep that conversation going, focus on them, give them everything you have, but work on a one-call close. And that will help you hopefully close a lot more business, because if you schedule it for tomorrow, you took your opportunity away sometimes today. I hope this helps you, my friends. Any resources you need, reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com. Love to serve you, but I hope this saves you a lot of heartache and pain. Stay strong, my friends, and get ready for what this new year will bring you. It's going to be powerful, because you knew what not to say. We'll see you soon. Hope this helps.